As part of the ST handling pack, you get these side skill. This all lights up as well at night. This is different to a normal car, basically. That's specific for the handling pack. You get that, which looks quite nice. Gloss black down the side. The ST Ford Performance seats, the buckets, which have replaced the Recaros in the past, look very nice. And although you get the new dash, as you can see here, you know, I've spent time in the ST line X and also a previous 1 litre Puma ST pre-facelift. You get all that, but you reverts back to the original steering wheel rather than the one which has sort of like a flat top and a flat bottom, which I have tried. Okay, here we go. We just did a nice turn in the road and the car did it well. Let's see what this car's like. I've got it in the manual mode as well on the paddles. Okay, I'm smiling. Oh, nice. Hooks up. It's also got like a little burble to it every single time. Yeah, that's fun. The ST handling pack definitely has handling pack characteristics. And the suspension really works. With that raised ride height, it means that you're not so crashy and you're not so like, you know, it's not uncomfortable. But because of the setup, it doesn't really roll as much as a high riding sort of SUV, being a sort of smaller as well. I'm super impressed. The gearbox as well. You get that sort of like burble and on the gear shifts. I'm not feeling I'm missing a manual at the moment. There's a little bit of a bumpy section there, and the wheels being 19-inch and wider, it's obviously going to pull it a little bit because it's a lighter car. You know, it's not a heavy. It feels responsive. I don't know if that's because the hybrid, it just pick up. It's just got that like electric sort of surge. You know, I drove an electric car recently, actually, a very powerful one, and yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm all over the back of this XC90. And, you know, he's in a big, heavy car, probably weighs about a ton more than this. And the little Puma ST handling pack is showing its own. Ah, it's brilliant. On those roads as well. Let's have one more back on as we head back in sport mode. Does it make noise in the tunnel? Not, I think it doesn't pop and burble like older cars, that old generation before emissions took over us. Yeah, hopefully you can see okay in the point of view. I'm going to slow it down a little bit, stick it into seconds and go. Got a lorry in the way. Brakes feel really inspiring actually, because they've got really good feel to it. They're not so grabby, and it's a really cold day. Oh, it's so quick down here. You would like genuinely, with 170 horsepower is actually enough. You would be hustling the back of any car if you went on like a drive with some enthusiasts. This is awesome. Like, this is, oh, okay, yeah, I'm sold, really sold. If you're into your driving, which I'm assuming you are if you're looking at an ST, you got to go for the handling pack. It's an absolutely no-brainer. You don't lose out on that refinement. A normal ST is still firm, but you're getting that extra sort of part of it. The 19-inch wheels as well, they look the part and they really do go. But it's that suspension and the fact that you get this steering wheel, because my understanding is with normal full fat STs, you'll get the older steering wheel without going for the handling pack. So, and I think it feels great. You can probably tell from my reaction, I'm actually lost for words. I feel it's a real proper fast Ford, and the handling pack for me is a must-have option. I think if you want an ST, you're going to know it's going to be firm and it's going to be sporty. Go the full width, and you get all those extra parts with it. You get the blacked out sort of badges. You get the blacked out like pack almost, the gloss black roof, the cooled side seals. You get like the black paddles as well. You get that suspension, which means more to me. The brakes feel really, really good. You get those wheels, which look great, all as one package. Whereas even the gloss black roof, you can option separately at a cost. But let's go outside. I'm going to be sad because this is going to be the last time I'll probably see it on the walk around. That's how much this car has kind of meant to me. The car looks great with the red brake calipers and those wheels. The Continental tyres feel great. It felt like such a fun car that you could really hustle. You've got ST sort of like almost like built into the wheel. And yeah, 225 section 40 rubber with those lights, with sort of like the slightly more blacked out Ford badge or dark blue with the ST badge there, the front of it, just as the sun's kind of changing to us. Ah, Ford, thank you for Ford engineers. I'm so blessed and grateful that they've made this car. So grateful to my subscriber for coming down and sharing me his car, only a few days old. And yeah, my channel is a big community channel, so please do get involved in the comments if you want to know anything about this car. I'll be happy to share, and I will have plans to meet up with the owner again in the future as well to share it. And it was absolutely brilliant to drive. That's what Fords are all about, but more refined, more easier to use sort of day to day. That's what's a big part of cars, and looks are subjective. I think it looks great with the white, the black sort of element and the contrast. I think the owner made a good choice, and it's very just simple. You get in and go. No real problems with the gearbox. Perhaps not as responsive as say like a Focus ST, but good enough. There's going to be about a million more things that are going through my head right now about this car that I want to talk about. So just to get involved in the comments, and I'll be happy, you know, I get back to everyone as I can. And if you're getting a Puma ST, it's a must-have. It's a must-have option. You've got to go for the handling pack. I don't see why you wouldn't, because the normal car is going to be firm anyway, so you might as well go for this one. But it feels very sophisticated, the suspension. It feels very premium and expensive, but usable. Like, I found the owner's previous Focus ST track pack a little bit too firm. This I can live with. And I had so much fun that when you get it up to speed up the revs, it perhaps doesn't make as good as a noise as it does low down. It makes a bit of low down grumble. When you're up high, you get that sort of like buzzy kind of sound, and the exhaust doesn't perhaps burble as much. It's quick and responsive because of the hybrid. It's almost just instant reaction in sport mode. It absolutely flies down the road. More than capable for normal speeds. You don't need any more power than 170. I mean, I remember when Ford made the Focus ST 170, what more do you need than that? It's such a, just blown away. What a car, what a car. Just absolutely brilliant. I kind of want to stay here forever and drive it, and yeah, looking at it, it looks great. Let's have one last little walk around so you get it with a little bit of the sun. Those gloss black parts, you can see the paintwork. I believe it's a solid paint, so it's not gloss. Those wheels with the Continental tyres look super special, but I was saying to the owner as well, actually not too bad for curbing or anything like that, because Continental have quite good sidewalls on the tyre to protect it. The brakes are pretty big. I mean, you can see how much they filled the 19-inch wheel, and you get the lights as well. It's just sort of that facelift design from the whole car. The black Puma badge and the exhaust and the ST stuff there. Gloss black roof. A million things I could say about this car. It's certainly making me smile. Can I recommend it? Yes, I can, pretty much 100%. I think it's a really, really good car. If we unlock it, we'll get the lights, which I think are probably one of the best parts of it. It's a very stylish car for me, and an easy car to use day to day. I mean, check it out, particularly with that roof. It looks really, really nice. And I'll try and get a driving shot as the owner's kind of leaving too. Ford Puma, ST facelift, 2025, handling pack. What an option. And Ford aren't chatting about this car. They barely explain it at all on their website. So hopefully, if anyone else has got one, get involved in the comments. If you're thinking of getting a Puma or a normal Puma, I've driven the ST line, that'll be on a video up here, the ST Line X. I've driven a previous 1 litre pre-facelift ST, the 170 PS. So I've had the realm of all of them. And yeah, get involved in the comments. And yeah, I'll be happy to get back to you further. And yeah, like and subscribe, because that's what makes this channel and allows for future opportunities. Thank you so much. And yeah, just blown away. Really, really great car.